name is Lisa Busser from Renaissance Realty Group, and I am here today with Jeanne Tate from Heart of Adoptions. Hi, Jeanne.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Well, I just wanted to talk with you today because you are someone in the community that if people don't know who you are, I think they would really want to. So, in addition to being a top-notch family attorney, you have a special niche, and you focus mainly on adoption and surrogacy. Can you share with us a little bit about your business?
Sure. After working downtown, kind of in the blue stocking law firm world doing commercial litigation, I decided in 1999 to open my own law firm specializing in adoption. And we represent a lot of adoptive parents who are desirous of adopting children. Could be in the step-parent or relative arena, or it could be just they desired for us to help them search for a birth mother who was facing a crisis pregnancy and wanted to have a good adoptive home for her baby. And after doing that for several years, we realized there was more expansive needs in the adoption arena, in the social services setting, doing home studies and doing birth parent counseling, and even infertility counseling. So I started Heart of Adoptions to kind of provide a full service niche for adoptive parents and birth parents.
And how long does it take to adopt a child?
The time it takes to adopt really depends on the kind of adoption that we're involved with. It could be adopting a child out of foster care, which is a really truncated time frame. It could be adopting a child that's already in your care or custody. But the typical time frame, if you have no pre-existing relationship with the child, is probably 12 to 18 months.
Okay. And how much does it cost normally to adopt a child?
You know, that's another highly variable factor. If folks are willing to adopt from foster care, it literally costs them nothing. The state pays our attorney's fees, and they actually pay the adoptive parents, up to $5,000 a year or sometimes more to be able to provide for the child's needs, and in addition provide medical coverage. On the flip side of it, international adoption can cost $40,000 to $50,000, including your travel and all the foreign country fees. And then domestic adoption probably ranges from $12,000 to $30,000. People say, like, well, why are those big variables? Sometimes we have a birth mother who has no place to live, so the adoptive parents are providing, rent or food or phone. And sometimes she needs medical care and she doesn't have Medicaid, so that can add tens of thousands of dollars to the process.
And what would be something that you might want to share with a potential adoptive parent?
Most adoptive parents that we see are sometimes, a lot of them in crisis. They've gone through infertility, many years of desiring to have a child, and probably the best thing I can tell you is that it is going to happen. We can't always tell you when, but we have never, ever not been able to find a child for adoptive parents and create their desire to be a family.
Well, you are very well recognized in our community with awards and honors, and a few that jumped out at me was in 2005, your Small Business Owner Award, and then later the Businesswoman of the Year, the Tobias Pro Bono Service Award, awarded by the Supreme Court. And one of my favorites and most recent was the Tampa Bay Lightning Community Hero. Can you tell us a little bit about volunteerism?
Yes, I kind of grew up with a give back mentality. My mom was very generous to those in need, and kind of look back at that and I think, we didn't have a lot back then, but she was always looking out for people that were less fortunate than we were, and kind of grew up, with that service mentality, and I've been very active in the American Heart Association, their Heart Walk for 20 years now, and their Heart Ball and their Heart Cabinet. And I'm very involved with adoption-related charities so that special needs children can get the medical needs that they have covered, and so that adoptive parents aren't disabled from adopting because of the cost of adoption. So I sit on the board of Gift of Adoption, and we give grants to people to be able to adopt.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Can you tell me something a little bit about yourself? I know the Tate family name is very well known here in Tampa.
Well, come from a big family, a big Italian Catholic family. My husband's one of 5 boys, and I'm one of 4, and lots of cousins, nieces, nephews, aunts, and grandparents. And so we are very proud of our family heritage, and probably the best thing about me is my grandkids. I have 5 of them and spend a lot of time with my daughters who live around the corner from me and right next to each other, and my sons and their children as well.
Well, I really want to thank you for your time today and sharing yourself with the community.
Thank you.
All
It's a
right.
great thing you're doing, Lisa.
Thank you. You're welcome.